To get started with Moat, you want to input your past investments. As I've mentioned before, on Moat, you won't see stock prices. Instead, you'll see the owner's earnings you've accumulated from the companies you've invested in. And to calculate this number, Moat doesn't just take into account what your portfolio looks like today. It needs to know what companies you have invested in and when you made those investments. So anytime you've either bought or sold a share, enter it here. From there, you will be able to see the total owner's earnings you've accumulated over time and a graph to visualize this. This number is the actual money you've made from owning companies, and it's the number Warren Buffett uses to value businesses. Some of your owner's earnings may be actualized as dividends, while the rest will be reinvested into the business. Either way, owner's earnings is what will ultimately end up in your pockets. If you scroll down below, you can see your owner's earnings broken down into companies and quarters. When a company you own announces new earnings, you'll be able to see those earnings here, and your total earnings will automatically update to reflect this. So by breaking these earnings down, you'll be able to see in greater detail which companies and investments your owner's earnings come from. Sometimes the majority of your owner's earnings may come from only a handful of concentrated and successful investments. Other times your earnings may come from a more diversified collection of companies. Whichever it is, your goal is still the same, and that is to maximize owner's earnings. So how do you maximize owner's earnings? Well, as you can see here, there are three factors that influence your owner's earnings. They are owner's earnings per share, the number of shares you own, and how long you've held on to those shares. The higher these numbers are, the higher your earnings will be, and the more money you will make. So by trying to maximize owner's earnings, you'll invest in companies that earn lots of money, buy them when they're cheap, and hold on to them for a long time as they continue to make money. In other words, you'll invest like a value investor just by using Moat. For experienced investors, Moat is a tool that visualizes what investing should be all about. And for newer investors, Moat fundamentally changes the way you invest and helps you invest as Warren Buffett would. So whether you're new to investing or you've been a value investor all your life, Moat helps you own great businesses, invest in them with the margin of safety, and compound your wealth. By using Moat, you'll own businesses, not trade stocks.